Nathan Zegura here at First Energy Stadium, where the Browns fall 31-30 to the New York Jets in an unbelievable collapse. At the end of this game, the Browns were ahead by 13 with 1 minute and 55 seconds left to go against the Jets. The Jets had no timeouts, and yet here we are, the Browns losing this game when it was a party here at First Energy Stadium. They had it won. Nick Chubb had just scored the third of his 3 touchdowns on the ground. Jacoby Brissett was phenomenal. Amari Cooper was phenomenal, over 100 yards. Brissett would complete just about every pass in this one, throw for more than 220 yards. And yet it all comes down to the final minute and 55 seconds. And for a Browns defense that gave up busted coverages and big plays a week ago, that would be a point of emphasis. They would clean that up. Unfortunately, they would not. As the Jets got the ball back in seemingly a position, the Browns' win probability was 99.9%. This is the first time a team has come back from a 2-touchdown deficit inside of 2 minutes since 2001 in the entire NFL. That also happened against the Browns with the Chicago Bears. But back to this. So the Browns are up 13. And why 13? Because Nick Chubb scored the touchdown with 1 minute and 55 to go. Cade York missed the extra point, so they were up 13. Obviously, this would be huge. The Jets get the ball. No timeouts. Let me reiterate that. They had no timeouts left. All the Browns had to do was make them work to get down the field or get a stop, get a sack, run this clock off, and this game would be over. But yet, once again, they blew a coverage. Corey Davis ran right off the line of scrimmage in a straight line. Nobody covered him. 60-plus yards later, it was a quick touchdown for the Jets. And now all the Browns had to do was recover an onside kick. And again, they could take victory formation, they could win, they could be 2-0, they could be in first place in their division by a game. Pittsburgh lost, Baltimore lost today, Cincy lost last week. They did not recover the onside kick. The defense with a chance to redeem itself and get off the field, get a big stop. They did not get that stop. Joe Flacco throwing his 4th touchdown pass of the day, his 2nd to rookie Garrett Wilson from Ohio State, and the Browns would find themselves on the wrong side of this. This is inexplicable. It was unacceptable the way that the Browns lost this game. They had it. They should be 2-0, and they are not. They are 1-1. Now, the good news is there's not a lot of time to dwell on it because the Pittsburgh Steelers come here on Thursday night for Thursday night football in a huge game, the first AFC North game of the year. But the Browns will look back, and hopefully they don't have to. At the end of this season, if they miss the playoffs by a game, if they fail to win the division by a game, they will look back to this one because they had it won. And once again, a catastrophic collapse by the Browns secondary, unfortunately, this week cost them a game, whereas last week it did not. But this cannot continue if this team has any designs on playing in the postseason. Turn it around, get ready for the Steelers, get back on the right track. You have no issues with your offense whatsoever. Brissett was great. The running backs, Chubb and Hunt, were great. Chubb would rush for 3 touchdowns, I mentioned earlier. Cooper over 100 yards. He was big every time they needed him. Brissett was brilliant. It was the defense, and it was special teams. Special teams, got to acknowledge it. Gave up a fake punt on a 4th down that led to the Jets' first score, a missed extra point, a failure to recover an onside kick. It takes all 3 phases. The Browns won 1 of the 3 phases and still should have won this game easily, but they did not because the way that things unfolded in that final minute and 55 will stick with all of us for a very, very long time.